First of all, from where I sit, I don't think that there are two groups. I think, or I know, that the two loose groups are a creation of the media, if you ask me, because anywhere where there is transition politics, people will always take different opinions because people have preferences and tastes. It happened in ZANU PF. There was the other one for the crocodile, and then there was Team Lacoste, and then there was the 40, Team 40, or there was something else that was associated to the wife of Mugabe, and there was the other one which was associated to Mnangagwa. They will always be there, everywhere where there is transition. But the funny thing and the interesting thing about the Jubilee one is that, one, the political party is one. Nobody is willing to leave the party. All these people are expressing their interest within the party. And I can say there is only one team. The team that is associated with Maina Commander and the other people, because that is the only team that has a cause which is pursuing. And their cause is they do not want William Ruto as a presidential candidate, and it is their right. And also I must add that 2022 will not be a coronation moment for William Ruto. It will be a contest. There will always be men and women who will come forth and compete with him on who becomes the ticket bearer for Jubilee or the Jubilee party. So what I find it worrying is that we have people who have an ambition to block a presidential candidate, but they do not have an alternative. They put Kenyans in an awkward position because we are saying, don't support this man. But we do not come up and say, support this. You know, nature abhors a vacuum. Politics, again, abhors vacuums. So when you tell us, don't go here, you must give us an alternative place where we should go. It is their democratic right to say we are not supporting the candidature of William Ruto. And also the other funny bit about these people is that it is largely made up of people who lost elections, whether the Jubilee primaries or the main elections. I don't know why. So that is as has to be seen in that effect. But the other team, there are people who continue saying what we have been told by Jubilee since 2013. Jubilee since 2013 has been going around this country saying whatever that other part of Jubilee, that other part of the team is saying. So I don't think if we really have two teams, because we will only have two teams if Uhuru Kenyatta pronounces himself to the fact that I support these people who are pushing this sort of an idea. But to come out and say those two teams exist is, I think the media tries, you know, when you want to sell a narrative, you must brand the victims there. There must be a villain and there must be the other person. So for the narrative to hold, there must be that branding. But I don't think when everything is down, that Jubilee has two factions. I am not refuting, but I'm saying there are teams largely manufactured by the media. Those two teams have been manufactured by the media, and it is what sells for the media. And also, the problems that the Jubilee party is facing currently are problems brought about by lack of meetings in the party, lack of a parliamentary group meeting, and lack of the rank and file of the party meeting oftenly, so that the party can be seen to be harming and heading in one direction. So with the time, people lack a cause to pursue. Apart from Big Four, what else? They should be able to meet. There should be meetings, let's say quarterly meetings, for the party, for the people who are running the party, to feel the heartbeat of the party. If you do not do party meetings, you will end up with what is happening in Jubilee. There will always be small camps allied to these. I'll say they are not functions, I'll call them camps with two different ideas. The other camp is the people who believe in the original idea of Jubilee, and the other one is the people who believe William Ruto should not be president. That is how I'll characterize the two camps. I'll say they are not justified because they believed in something, and that thing is Jubilee party. So if the party stood for ABCD, if you do not agree with what the party stood for, you can take a walk, because when the party was formed, it was formed in what we call the Kumi agreement. William Ruto, Uhuru Kenyatta 10, William Ruto 10. So that was the reason why they collapsed the first two parties, URP and TNA, when it was formed in Nakuru. And that messaging was hammered all across. But again, when you look back and look, Jubilee has a party constitution. And we have a political parties act which says that if you no longer believe in values of a certain political party, you can take a walk. But the same political parties act allows that people must have divergent views in a political party. And those views become convergent when we have monthly or meetings that iron out those issues so that people can continuously rowing towards one direction. First of all, when you are in a large political party like Jubilee, what you do not want to allow in such a political party, you must allow internal democracy where people can challenge ideas, and that is how a nation grows. But what you must not allow is that you must not allow politicians to operate from the edge, whether they are pushing the original Jubilee message or whether they are pushing the minor commander sort of message. You should not allow. The political party should be at somewhere where the majority of the members of the party can be found within. But when you go to the extremes, that kills the political party. Look at what extremism did to ANC. Those extremists went to EFF, Malema and the other team, because most of the people in ANC are moderates. So a political party in its formation and everything, whereas it must pursue higher ideals like inclusion, transparency and all this, it must not allow itself to operate on the edges, and more so when you are the party in government. That brings other issues. I think within the two camps there is a lot, or I'll say tremendous raw energy, which is not directed to anything. And there is too much noise with no action happening. Look at what is happening. What are they pursuing? We have a sitting president, we have a deputy president, we have a political party. We do not have party elections so that they can say we are agitating for party elections. What are they agitating for? Uhuru Kenyatta will be president until he hands over the mantle in somewhere around October or September 2022. He will still be the president. William Ruto will be the deputy. Jubilee party has its own internal organs. If they do an election, that is when they take the energy there. But what do we need the energy now for? There is too much energy, and then also I think what doesn't make the energy better, it is coupled by a lot of immature politicians inside there. A lot of first-timers are finding a lot of space to do nothing, and there is a lot. The media also are not helping it. You are making them be angry of attention and all manner of so they are distracting Kenyans from the main thing that we are supposed to do.